Playoffs, what is going to be crucial is which team can settle down first and get into their system, as execution will be key here. We all know Doug Herring is really one of the guys that he's really the focal point of the offense for them.
Doug Herring attacks immediately, nobody's stopping him. And Herring getting about 2 hours before the game, Marco, when we arrived. And this crowd is in here already. However, Kyle Barone able to get the first step, and he will tip it in himself, tied at 2.
And that's a nice
floor. But again, the free throws. BTN CLS Knights actually missed 5 key free throws down the stretch. That is a good start for Brendan Jowato. Point
line, but especially good when it matters the most.
Esho pulling up from 17. That is good. And the BTN CLS Knights off to a playoffs. We do have 2 more games opening tomorrow. A couple of game ones as Wong Wei Long tries to attack. Maxie Esho from deep. What a start for the BTN.
The primary option on offense.
Jowato doing some point forward chores. Here's Maxie Esho, hit a 3 earlier. Hits another one. This time contested. The former Heat trying to douse fire against his former team. Hamilton thinking about it. Gets the baseline and he will slam it down.
And there's no golf and give him that outside shot.
Drive now by Herring. They get it out. Esho 3 for 3 from deep. On Hughes. Defense still locked on Hughes. Hughes forced into a difficult shot. Nobody there to box out. Kyle Barone penetrates and scores.
And whenever you can get points off of your bench, if you're Coach Kyle Julius, that's going to be a big bonus for you. Trying to get offense as the rest of his starters have not been able to respond. But Brian
comes Trayvon Hughes. Hughes going the other way right now. Corey Celia for 3. Good.
That's 5 quick points from Corey. Hits a triple on their end of the floor.
Lead is up to 14, 26-12. Hamilton carving space, and looks like Maxie Esho,
especially in the end game.
Herring taking his time bringing this down. Herring evading 2 defenders. Nugroho gets it back. Doug Herring on a bounce pass to Firman Nugroho.
And every time Nugroho can.
Final 8 seconds of the first. And here's Herring. 3-pointer good again.
And how hot have the BTN CLS Knights been?
Defense inside continues. Nugroho getting a piece of that one. Here's Arif Hidayat on the sidestep. Hidayat scores.
And how about the bench of the Knights stepping up? Nugroho.
Herring posting up against a smaller Trayvon Hughes. Hidayat gets it back. Shot clock at 7. Hidayat with a spin. Gets it to go. Plus the foul.
And that first basket.
And they are 1 for 7,000 from beyond the arc right now.
And that's another long shot from somebody who you do not really rely on for outside shooting.
3-pointer. Oh! Falling out of bounds.
Shots and hope that they start missing. But on your end of the floor, on your offensive end, you have to keep executing and you have to take better shots if you're the Saigon Heat.
Sandy Cornyawan tracking down his own miss. And Maxie Esho continues the hot streak.
From downtown.
And they're 8 points away from the half-century mark. We still have over 7 minutes to go in the first half. Tran with the answer. Points deficit by the half. Maybe within striking distance. Oh, nice backdoor cut. And there is Hamilton with a slam.
That's
very well in the first quarter. All of Kyle Barone's points have come in the first. So still nothing here. But he is on the floor. Looking for Hamilton. Tran for 3. And it's down to 13.
Only the third triple.
They use some tricks.
Getting a little fancy there is Quatron.
They swing it around. Wong Wei Long for 3. Good!
And how big was that miss on one end of the floor?
In the season 9 of the Asean Basketball League, and that leads to a turnover again. Doug Herring gets it to go. And Chris Durker. But he did hit a 3-pointer in that second quarter. Penetration now. Here's Watkins from 14.
That's going to be big for the confidence of
Just over a minute gone by here in the third.
We're going to try to go to Barone in the post again.
Hamilton facing up. Now drives. Hamilton, hang time move, and even...
That's a dangerous pass and likely getting it deflected. Another turnover for the Heat.
Esho straight away. 3 is good. Nothing in the barrel for him so far.
And the lead is back up to 21 points.
And it could be 23. Yes, it is. Maxie. Under 6 minutes to play here in the third. Wong Wei Long coming off the weave. Wong Wei Long giving continuation. Whipped again by Jowato. Hamilton Back to Brandon Jowato for three. Good!
What a time for Brandon Jowato. Knights running away with this one.
Wow, Trayvon Hughes shooting an open air ball. They get it back, however. Hughes tries again from 12 and knocks it down. Jowato on the inbound. And here's Herring. They get it to Jowato, and he is catching fire here in the third. Back to back.
Watkins, they rattled out 7 straight wins.
Wong Wei Law gets it.
And just BTN CLS Knights are getting on their end as compared to what the Heat are getting on their end of the floor.
Oh, Wong Wei Law given an open baseline jumper, big mistake.
And where was Quatron on that sequence?
And another miss by Hughes. Hamilton bodies his way in.
Hey.
If he had made that shot, that would have probably sealed the deal here in the third. Oh, Trayvon Hughes getting creative underneath. Durker in the front court. Durker left the ball behind, and here comes Hidayat. Ahead to Jowato for the easy one.
And how many times have we seen opportunity to score for it to turn into another basket for the Knights on their end of the floor?
Finding an open man inside. There goes Young. Trayvon Hughes has actually scored more points in the third than he had the entire first half. Barone for three. Young with a rebound, finding Kyle Barone again, and that's going to end hostilities.
Especially with you going back home to CIS.
Here is Hughes. Thought about it, and there's going to be Justin Young slamming it down.
14.
And that's a turnover, a rare one forced there by the Heat. There's a love pass, nicely done. Trayvon Hughes to 14 points, 11 points until that final shot of Doug Herring. And speaking of Herring, here he goes. Fall away, doesn't work. Follow slam! Where did he come from?
Clock. He was milking the clock.
Herring takes it strong, and when he decides to score,
there's no push over.
Tran continues to shoot blanks. Hughes will make that. Oh, Sandy Cornell cherry picking on the other end. 5:40 to play. Tran getting it to the side, and that's going to be a miss. However, Kyle Barone is there to clean it up. Well, he's also come close on those rebounds, Marco. He's for a guard, he's a pretty good rebounder. Maxie Esho on the escape.
1.25 points per game, has only played in 12 games this season. Esho is still in the game.
And Esho continues to stroke it.
Just to
upping the lead to 33 right now. And now this brings us to a few scenarios as well. For now, you know, the BTN CLS Knights actually are
teams during the latter portion of this season. I believe they had a streak of 6 straight games, 6 straight wins as we close out the regular season, as their ability to defend the perimeter was really what caused their downfall early.
There's a three-pointer that's going to drop.
Still not able to connect from the outside.
He will be an integral part moving forward, of course, trying to get those three-pointers off the bench as Chris Durker.
You will look at the output of the imports of the Saigon Heat. 13 points for Deangelo Hamilton, 12 points for Kyle Barone, and he was only able to enter double figures during garbage time. Trayvon Hughes only 6 points for 3 of 15 from the field.
They have done their job here at home, coming away with an 84-59 victory.